Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And in this video, I'm going to be going over my experience and completing the Pentester pathway from Hack the Box. Also, I have started my CPTS exam from Hack the Box. I am 2.5 days in as of right now this morning, 9/5/2024. So let's get into this video and go over the Pentester pathway. All right, welcome back. Let's get started with this. This is the main dashboard into my Hack the Box Academy account, profile, whatever you want to call it. So honestly, what I did the last couple days, no, about 5 days ago, I went and I purchased the yearly subscription. I did have the monthly one, but I went and changed it to the yearly just because I do want to. Let me go down here real quick. This is the pathway, by the way, where I was going to go to next. So what I did was I purchased the full year. I used that exam voucher for the Bug Bounty Hunter, since that will be my next exam that I'll be taking right after the CPTS. And then after the Bug Bounty Hunter exam, I'll be going into the PJWT exam for TCM security. And also in between those time frames, I look to complete the CRTO as well, as I am still actively studying on that. I'm going to need that for work, by the way. So hence, that's why I'm throwing that in the middle. But ultimately, I also use the cubes. It gave me, when I got the, I just got the silver one. I don't get the gold or the diamond or platinum, whatever the hell it's called. I got the silver one. So it pretty much paid for this. And also I got 3,000 cubes covered for some of the Active Directory stuff. Not this one. This is actually new, by the way. But I got some of the actual modules that I'll show you. Actually, this is my first time seeing this. This is actually new. But honestly, after those two, not counting the CRTO exams I complete, I want to move right into this. This will be the next one. So pretty much what I did is, let me go back to the modules. It's actually worth it, by the way. Again, I started early before I even got, what I mean by started early is I bought cubes on their own. I didn't have the actual subscription, so that's why I got ahead than normal as far as, cube wise. Cubes are pretty much what you need to unlock new modules through the pathways, or you can do modules separately as well. So let me just do this again. That new Active Directory exam or pathway is new. That was the first time I saw it today, actually. So pretty much what I did was those extra cubes that I had, because I still wanted to go over these. Their training is really, really good. I really recommend their training. There is no videos, so you really have to dive deep into this. You got to have drive. Forget your motivation and all that shit. You got to actually have drive. Read, research. It gets you into that mindset. So pretty much what I did, again, with those extra cubes is I just went and bought most of these Active Directories. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So these are the different modules. Again, I don't know what that other exam is, but we could look at that further. I was just getting confused. I was like, holy shit, I know I bought most of them. But yeah, so this one was done. This was part of the actual penetration tester pathway. So this one was completed. Now let me go back to the pathways. There we go. And I can't go in here. Completed. Okay, so as you can see, it's completed. Pretty much the modules. I don't know if you could click on these. Let me see. Nope. So for the information gathering, so when I dabbed into this, like I said, as part of my OSCP training and TCM security training, just a little bit for that. because I did want to complete this and take my goal. Actually, if you saw my video for my exam pathway, my goal was to take the CPTS during the holiday break, just because I heard so much stuff about it on how hard it's challenging, etc. And it'll give you 10 days to take the exam. So pretty much with this, I got the new one. You're going to have stuff like this that pop up out of nowhere. So when the first time I took it, I didn't have this original one. Let me show you here. This one right here, updated. This one was completely different than before. So you're going to have some that updated. I'm not sure if you have completed some in the middle. So meaning you have half your flags or answers. And if they update, I don't know if they actually go away and you have to pretty much start over. That I have no idea on. That's actually a good question too, because if something happens or you get delayed, life happens, that might kind of suck, especially if one that's real challenging. So pretty much for me, the best ones for me, like I said, OSCP was a mind fuck with their pivoting, tunneling, port forwarding. This one brought value to me big time. And also their Active Directory one as well. The other one that I like too, I really like how they explain in depth on their web ones. What really got me excited on web's really hit and miss for me. Pretty much with this, you have to pretty much exploit externally and go in. That's pretty much how it is. It's pretty much a higher efficiency, or I shouldn't say that. I should say more outside the box thinking for some of these exploits on the CPTS exam. I'll just put it that way. There's one that I've never had to do or encountered in my life before. It threw me a big curveball, to put it that way. However, the way they have these structured as far as their web modules, they will, let me mute this real quick. They will go and dive deep into these and really help you understand. And again, there's no video, but the way they have it worded, at least for me, I'm able to take in the information and have a good understanding. And if I don't, even the way they word it, how I do my research and conduct my research outside Google, etc., Medium, blog posts, I know what to look for and how to gather that information to help me study better, or to help me understand not only what I'm doing, but understand how certain things work and how you formulate those exploits. Pretty much you just get the whole chain reaction on how everything works from start to finish. The way they conduct it, at least for, like, again, in my opinion, for me, they really do a good job in that. And again, it's all reading, no videos. So it's crazy for me even to say that, because I'm more of a half and half reading, half video. So again, their Active Directory and their web ones are really good, in my opinion, again. This one was also good too, Attacking Enterprise Networks. There was another one that was really good on here. Was it the password? Oh, network enumeration and footprinting. So the network enumeration with Nmap, actually, there's a lot of shit in there that I didn't even know you could do with Nmap. Pretty much you could get it into an HTML output. There's all kinds of stuff, more granular stuff with Nmap that just makes your life easier at the end of the day. That one was really good. That was a real eye opener, and what actually kept me going down the training, since that was one of the first modules. Just seeing how much, not just how much you could do with Nmap or some of the other functionalities that Nmap has, but also it explains it to where you understand how to do it. And beneficial, why it's beneficial, and some of the key points on why you would want to do it that way. Again, it doesn't say it's the end all be all, but there are certain situations where you would want to do that or provide that value to your client, customer, internal client, customer, whatever. So that was pretty much a key thing and the eye opener on how this training was developed. And that's what this one right here was the kicker for me to keep going and to take it, seriously. Because I just bought, again, I started before, I just bought the modules from the cubes. And that's how I got started. So again, I did purchase the The silver one, I believe it was silver. It was like I think 480, 490 a year. Gave me the free voucher and some cubes. So pretty much here, I won't click into my exam piece for the CPTS. So I'm 2.5 days in on this right now. Right now, it's pretty challenging, and the way I attacked it was pretty much hard-nosed. Meaning I just went down like a rhino, like a dumbass, and hit one. I wanted to go for the hardest service that I found, or hardest exploit that I found that didn't make sense. However, reading through the documentation and reading through the documentation and understanding that I should have went this route first to get onto the actual machine to run a certain script that pull that information that I need. There is a way to do it that way, but it's like, I've never seen that before. And that's probably above my pay grade, to be honest. I'm just going to keep it real. However, you got to take your time and read everything. When I mean everything, read blog posts, different hack tricks was one. And hack tricks, I had to dive off of some other things to read that's the best pathway to go, was meaning get another foothold inside and utilize the stuff that was provided on hack tricks for the exploit that way, instead of going this other route, which, yeah, you can be done, but it's crazy. And I'll just leave that at that. That's probably the only hint that I will give. But other than that, so far, the exam's pretty good. Like I said, I have a lot of stuff going on Saturday, even Friday night. But I do plan to finish this exam end of day Sunday. End of day, it's a weekend. So, if that means 11:59 p.m., that's what it is. That includes the report. So I will be doing a video for the CPTS once I get everything back. It won't be next week, as I'll be traveling in Miami. But if I do get the stuff that they send you back and I passed everything, etc., I'll probably do it on next Sunday, Monday timeframe. I'm not sure how long it takes. I didn't read up on that either, so it might be later. But anyway, back to the pathway. Pretty much the key thing for this is consistency and good notes. Take good notes as if you're actually doing a pen test. Save your commands. Again, this thing is very detailed. Let me just see if I could just pull one up. All modules. These, let's just go into broken authentication. Shouldn't be. Bug bouncer. All right, it won't let me go into it since it was completed, but they are really, really detailed as far as the information that they provide. So again, do these modules as if you're doing an actual pen test and take good notes. The way they have it structured is similar to you're doing a pen test, and it's broken down into some of the and all the modules, meaning some of the exercises are broken down like piece by piece, like if you're doing an actual pen test. But then you get to the end of the module, you have a skill assessment, which is actually the big portion, putting everything together. And sometimes you actually utilize some of the modules before in the pathway. I'm speaking only for the pathway of the Pentester pathway right now. So sometimes you'll utilize some of the information you gained and used from the other modules before, and you'll also use those, as the modules come down. So it's actually like putting things together. The more down you get to completion. So that's pretty much my advice: is be consistent. Don't stop. When you feel like shit, just knock it out. Knock what you have. Put it on a Google Calendar on alert that you got. This is the time you have to do it. Life happens. Work happens. Schedule it around. Have 2 different sections where you could study. Single dad, have 2 kids. No help here, pretty much. No excuse. If I could do it, anyone else could do it. So that's, again, my advice: consistency and good note taking. And if you need help on note taking, I would watch. There's a lot of videos out there. No one's note taking is alike. You got to use what what works for you. I personally like Obsidian. It just helps out because I'm also doing some coding on the side, learning. So just using some of their community plugins and stuff like that, it just helps out the way you can map things together and use the different coding blocks, plugins. So it just helps. For me at least, that's what I use. I have another friend that lives and dies by Notion. So yeah, it depends on what you like, what you use. Do what's best for you. Just take it, watch different people, watch everyone. Everyone's way is different. Just take, the best from both and formulate your own, what works from you. And yours might change in a year or two, the way technology changes. So most of these too, now you could also put some kind of AI chatbot in there. So you could pretty much, this might even help you so you don't rewrite everything here. You could pretty much just highlight this shit and throw it into whatever note platform you use, and it'll break it down bullet points for the key levels that what you need to study for. So it pretty much just will create the notes for you, but the notes and your screenshots that you take from actually running the commands and doing the skill assessments, those are key, which you're going to want to save. And also you can build out your own cheat sheets for Active Directory, Bloodhound, Crack Mac exec if you still use it. I use netexec. So stuff like that, all your different nmap commands, SSH. There's even one that I found for SSH brute forcing. So stuff like that, save your commands. You could build out your own tool cheat sheets as you go. So this is actually really good. And also there is some cheat sheets in here they provide. Let me see if I could actually pull that up real quick. Actually, let me just go into this one since I'm still technically doing this. I won't go into the actual modules to show any flags, but I'll just give you an example of, let's just go into here. This thing's taking forever. Did I complete that one? I did complete that one. All right. Let's go into web service APIs. Now, let's see, start. Oops, I'm already forgetting. I'm already so excited for the exam that I forgot. Let's see where they are at. I know they had him here. Maybe bug bounty's different, but I know they did have them. Anyway, when you go into here, when you do your modules, there is a section here from the first part of the Pentester pathway. I don't know how far it goes down for the modules, but I did copy and paste it and put it in my Obsidian notes. It is a cheat sheet, so it shows all your commands, all your different, the Pentester pathway, pretty much, I believe it had all of them broken down. So like your Active Directory stuff, your Bloodhound commands, all your different PowerShell enumeration commands, all that stuff was listed there. So save that. It's just another good reference sheet. They have it pretty good. It's pretty detailed. And then also, like I said, you could build your own on what you like and what you get used to. And when you see certain things, you could formulate it to, I've seen this, things that are set up like this or configured like that. You have your own playbook for those. So it's really good, in my opinion, to do that. That's pretty much what I do. And then also there's sometimes where you're going to have to do some outside the box thinking, where you're going to have to be researching for a lot of time, long hours. So, that happens as well. So again, for that, for this, my opinion, consistency and note taking is key for this. That's the best route to that. And also research, watch other videos. I'm not saying watch other videos to get the answers, but see how people formulate and how their way of thinking is and how they think outside the box to get, how they look to maneuver, pivot, or how they thought of looking for a certain exploit. They see a certain service running, how did they come to that conclusion, pretty much. So just build that hacker mindset, watch different people learn, network, get on Discord, just learn and soak in as much as you can from people. People think and do hacking so much different ways. It's insane, right? There's stuff that you would be like, holy shit, and it might even be a comedy. Just by hearing people, how they think and what they, how they process things. But again, like I tell people, you can't put hacking in black and white. Hacking is an art. And you could conquer art. At the end of the goal is to get the best painting. but you could do that a trillion different ways. It's, you know, unanimously. So that's pretty much, again, my the way I would attack this. My experience, consistency, and notes is key for this, and just trying to get a better understanding of everything, right? So, and for the CPTS, go in there level-headed. Don't attack it with your head down, running at a wall like a rhino, like I did. Enumerate every service and find different paths of attack. That's pretty much the best route I could go. It is more challenging than the OSCP and PNPT, I'll tell you that much. So I would definitely take this pathway seriously. Again, consistency and notes, and do some other stuff on the side as well. And if you can, or if you get extra cubes, go through their bug bounty one, which will help you for some of the web stuff as well, just to put more icing on the cake. So that's it for this video. Again, I'll be going over a review and my experience for the full CPTS exam. Whether I pass or fail, I'll be putting that video out. It's not all about wins. It's all about, you know, the whole pathway through. Fail, win, you got to put it out there. So whatever happens, happens. I plan to, again, have that done end of day Sunday. So please comment, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your experience on the Pentester pathway, and also go ahead and put it in the comments. Let me know if I missed anything or if you have the same thing. I would highly recommend this again. You know, in my opinion, I think they have the best training hand for hand outside of TCM. I would say Hack the Box. This route and the CPTS will be the next standard pretty soon, sooner than later, in my opinion, as far as the CPTS taking over the OSCP. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.